Hello everyone! This week we bring you a new idea to teach reading and writing to the little ones. We've already shared with you several ideas for this and you guys loved it. And I'm sure you'll like today's idea as well, because it's super easy to do. Today we made the words notebook with El Gato rainbow and La Gata moon. To make this notebook we will need colored paper, a little piece of card or thin cardboard, ruler, pencil, scissors, marker, something to make holes, and some rings or small pieces of wool. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is to create some rectangles on our paper. We're going to make them 7.4 by 4 centimeters. And it's important that they are all the same size. Once we have them, we're going to cut them out. What we're going to do next is to write letters on these rectangles, so make sure you have enough. As you can see, here I'm taking one of them and I'm making a mark in the middle. This way I'm going to make sure that all the letters are more or less in the same area. And when we write words, it will look much better. In a little bit you'll see how it looks. And now I'm going to put this guide next to another piece of paper, and I'm going to make sure that the letters are inside the marks that I've made. And as I said, we're going to write all the letters of the alphabet. You can do them in uppercase or lowercase. We usually do these materials with uppercase letters, because in Spain they are usually taught first. But if your kids already know how to recognize lowercase letters, you can do it this way perfectly. When we have all the alphabet written, we're going to mark the middle of the rectangle on the top, and we're going to make a small mark. This will be to make the hole. But before you follow my advice, I recommend that you make 2 holes instead of 1. This will make the notebook look much better, because this way the pages move a little bit. So don't look at what I'm doing here. Instead of doing 1 hole, remember to make 2 holes. As you can see, you can do it on a few letters at the same time. That way you will go a little bit faster. We remind you that every Sunday we release a new video in Spanish, and then on Wednesday we upload the English version. So if you teach Spanish or you're teaching your little ones how to read in Spanish, don't forget to check out this video in that language. It's slightly different to this one, so make sure you watch it. And when we have everything, we have to repeat this same process 2 more times. In total, we're going to need 3 letter blocks. Or if you want to make longer words, you can make more of them. Now we're going to make the front and back cover of our notebook. For that, I've taken into account that our blocks were 4 centimeters wide, and I've multiplied it by 4, because I will use 3 blocks of letters, and I want an extra space for the images we use for the activity. So it will be 16 centimeters long. If you want to make more blocks, as we were talking about before, you will have to make the cover bigger. As you can see, I've already done it twice, because this way we will also have the back cover. Well, here, as you can see, I used a cookie box. It's very important to recycle. And on the side where the picture is, I'm marking where the little hole would be, so I can do it later on the cardboard as well. And I remind you again that instead of 1 hole, it's much better to make 2. So you have to make a total of 8 holes. We also cut them. And as you can see, I'm taking the other piece of cardboard that I cut, and I'm marking where the holes are going to go. As I said, this is going to be the back cover. And as you can see, I'm also cutting them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. That way you won't miss any video. And if you're teaching letters to your little ones, I'm sure this material will be interesting for you. There's super cool templates to use with Play-Doh, and you can find them on our website. With them, they will learn the letters in uppercase and lowercase, and can form figures of objects that begin with those letters, to work on the whole alphabet while having a fun time. In addition, they will be working on fine motor skills while they play with Play-Doh. We leave the link to download them in the description of the video. Let's continue. And now we can make our cover any way we want. In my case, I had these adhesive letters and I put words. And of course, we can't forget our friends Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon. They make all of our materials much more beautiful. We glue them well. And now we can start to assemble our notebook. We're going to put the first block of letters, and we're going to use a ring to put it together. We're not going to close it yet because we still have to put the cover. Here you can put rings, or if you don't have any, a little piece of string or wool. We put the 3 blocks we had, and now we put the cover on top. And now we can close the rings. And that's how cool it looks! And now to use it with the kids, you can say words and have them build them in the notebook. Or you can give them images without telling them how the word sounds, and they are the ones who have to say it and assemble it in the booklet. We recommend that you start with easier words so that they get motivated and find it a fun game. And then you can increase the difficulty and start telling them more complicated words. You'll see how much fun they have. And the best of all, they can experiment on their own and see what words they can form with all those letters. This way, we will be motivating them to read words even if they're made up. And they will be internalizing the process of reading. And of course, you can reinforce this whole process by asking them to write the words they've built. What do you think of today's idea? We remind you that we have a lot of ideas to teach reading and writing in our channel. We left a playlist so you don't miss any of them. And now it's time for the round of greetings. This week we send one to Dulce, another very special one to Noelia, and last but not least, a greeting for Ashley. As always, thank you so much for commenting and watching our videos. Remember that this video is already available in Spanish and that it is a little bit different. And next week there will be a new video. Bye!